Hey guys, so we just touched down in Bangkok, Thailand, and straight away came to Bytech to catch the press conference, the launch of the 2020 edition of the PVP Community Leagues. And I'm here with Cindy Tan, the head of marketing from Singtel, and it's a great pleasure to be here with you.
Hello, Faraz. No, it is really an honor to be part of this showcase that we are presenting now, PVP Esports, not just from Singapore, our home base, but now this time in Thailand at the AIS Game Expo. So stay tuned. More besides Thailand shows.
First, I would like to focus on 2019 a little bit. Just a quick recap. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you guys did, and did everything meet your expectation in terms of the fan engagement and response from the gaming community?
Yeah, for sure. I think this stems back in end of 2018, where we first presented the flagship event of PVP Esports Championship, where we had pro teams coming into Singapore. First time ever in the region to be having top teams like Team Secret, Fnatic coming in, and Puppy battling it out with all the rest. So it was an exciting moment where fans across the regions get to see not just streamed competition, but live, and at that their favorite gaming heroes. So immediately post that, we took stock. What should we make it for 2019? We looked at the various community efforts that ourselves, Singtel, and the associates had made back then, and we realized there's still so much opportunity for us to be building and to be more part of. So with that, we set out to unveil the PVP Esports Community League, presented through campus league and corporate league. And the third thing was actually the SEA Games esports efforts that we have also put behind, not just towards the athletes, but also doing a content series called Road to SEA Games, partnering with Razer and Viacom MTV that actually presented a lot of the gamer stories for the athletes to a wider audience. You could see the raw emotions when it's a country versus another country. There is definitely that tension, but at the same time, the kind of an excitement that you don't see at a local front. So I see that's the differentiation that we want to play at PVP Esports, to make it available for the amateurs, or in fact pushing it to be a bit of a semi-pro. And as with all things at Comic-Con, we also made the differentiation and brought in a lot of content, streaming celebrities, and in fact, Thompson. Thompson was really interesting. It was something which a lot of efforts were put behind. But what made us realize is the power of our branding, the power of Singtel as a group, and the power of Southeast Asia, that in itself as a region, it is just so exciting, even for the game developers, for the pro teams out there globally, to be really having a chance to be coming to this part of the world to meet their fans.
What about 2020? You guys were talking a lot about your plans for 2020. What is the one thing or a couple of things that you're most excited about that is coming up for the gamers?
I wouldn't want to unveil too much, but I would tell you that today we have unveiled one part of a three-part act.
One only? Okay.
One only. Part of the three-part act, of course, we talked about community, but it is the extension of how we are doubling up a lot more. First of all, we're doubling up the seasons. It's not just one season of championships. We're now doubling up. To that end, we're doubling up on the games and also the prize pool. So previously, at the regional platform league itself, it was $40,000. Now it's $100,000 prize pool just on the regional. So this excludes the local winnings. If I were to count that all blended in, it will be more than $160,000. If you compare to the millions, maybe we're not about that pro tournaments. However, we are the biggest prize pool at the community level globally.
Looking at the mission to grow esports and gaming in the region, that has been the main purpose here. But we know that there's more than just tournaments. So is there anything else that you guys are excited to dive into coming into 2020 other than tournaments?
Why it is the second and the third part act, which we will
not revealed yet.
we will unveil. Yes, as we all know, a true platform needs to exist really well on the online ecosystem. That's one thing that needs massive efforts for. So on its infrastructure of what PVPesports.gg is to come is something that we are now putting all the bricks in places to ensure that our house will now expand to more entertainment and to more ability to play. And on the third part, as we all know, a lot of major conventions are actually congregating to this part of the world. Singapore particularly, just because there are also like things like VidCon, Gamescom. How are we going to differentiate each of the convention opportunities and how we're going to partaking into it is something that the team right now is, really, ideating around, work closely with the partners.
Of course, if you guys want to find out more information, you can definitely check out the social media for PVP Esports. I think there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff coming up in 2020. I'm super excited about it. Hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for your time, Cindy. And we hope to, see you guys at all the PVP Esports events.
Yes.